Hey guys, Alex here. Today we're going to go over another WGU degree, a updated video from last year. So last year I covered the supply chain management video about 13 months ago or so. And today we're going to go over that degree again, another updated spreadsheet, updated video. So this spreadsheet is still the old style spreadsheet. I still have to update it to the new formatting. And they haven't really updated anything. So I'm going over basically a very similar spreadsheet to last year. So nothing has really updated in this degree. It's still the same degree plan WGU has had from 2 years ago. So no updated courses, but I do like to keep my videos updated on a yearly basis. So I will go over the supply chain management degree today. And is supply chain management a good degree? I think it's definitely one of the better degrees at WGU. It'd probably be in the top. There's like 40 degrees at WGU. For me, this is like in the top 22-ish, like something around there. I do like accounting and finance is my two favorite business degrees. Now, if you're already in the supply chain world and you've already had like years of experience and you kind of want to climb the ladder, like a better job, a better promotion within a company already, then this is a very good degree. So if you're already in the world of supply chain and you want to keep going higher, then this is a good degree. Otherwise, I would look at other degrees, such as like finance, accounting, or one of the tech degrees. But overall, if supply chain is where you want to be at, if that's where you've been at, and you want to keep climbing the ladder there, then this is the perfect degree for you. So supply chain management, we'll cover this. I'll show you guys how to hack this degree in about 6 months, how to get the ACE credits. So how you hack a college bachelor degree. And I should just say transfer friendly because colleges prefer when you say transfer friendly instead of hackable, but hackable obviously sounds cooler. But overall, how you do this is with ACE credits. And ACE credits, you can transfer in up to 90 per degree, some degrees much less. But overall, let's say you transfer in 60 to 70 credits for a degree program, you can basically complete this degree much faster. For example, one website is study.com. If you go to study.com and complete a bunch of courses, you can get 3 college credits in like a few days, and then you keep repeating that over and over and over, right? So you get 3 college credits in like a few days after completing a course. You do that over and over and over. All of a sudden, you have like 60 college credits to transfer in to your 120 credit bachelor's degree. So you save over half your tuition money, and you save over half the time on your degree. It's a big cheat code that most people don't know about. So today, I'm going to teach you that cheat code, and we're going to go over the supply chain management degree. So let's get into the spreadsheet right now. So here we are in the spreadsheet, guys, and I do apologize that I have not updated this to the new format that I've been releasing for a lot of degrees. I will release the format updated for this spreadsheet very soon. But for now, this is the old style. So the old style of spreadsheet, which you can still track, you just type yes here. You actually have to type it in. You delete the no and you type in yes, and it will track your entire progress. Now, my new style spreadsheets have a little clickable thing where you tap it, and then it's much easier. So overall, we're going to go over this degree, and you'll take courses from places like study.com and Straighterline and Sophia. So we'll start with study.com. And I'm going to give you guys timelines. Let's say you work 5 to 6 hours a day on school. It's a long time. Some of you guys have full-time jobs and kids. So I understand you can't work 5-6 hours a day on school. But there has to be a timeline for the recommendations I am giving you, right? If I say you're going to complete a course in 3 days, you're going to wonder how many hours is that? How many hours a day for those 3 days? Well, everybody works at different paces, but we're just going to go with like a 5 to 6 hour kind of like timeline, right? So if you're working faster than if you're working more than 5 to 6 hours, you can get it faster than the timeline I'm doing. And then if you're working like 2-3 hours a day on school, then it's probably going to be like maybe double that timeline. So let's get into it right now. Communications 101, you can do this course in my opinion about 2 or 3 days. Humanities 201, this one's a little harder, has a writing assignment, and this one is probably a 6 to 7 day course. US History 1, easy, 3-day course. Basic Genetics, very fun class. Probably also get this done in about 3 days. Ethics in Social Sciences, probably can get this done in 1 or 2 days. Very easy course on study.com. Maybe the easiest course. So Econ 101, you get this done. And Econ's a little bit of a harder class. Probably you're looking at 5 or 6 days. Intro to Business, 3 days. Principles of Management, probably also about 3 to 4 days. Introductory Business Law, probably about 4 days. Organizational Behavior, 4 days. Financial Management, I would put at 3 days. Principles of Health, 3 days. International Business, 3 or 4 days. And then you need both Accounting 1 and 2. I have this listed at Straighterline. You can do both these courses in like 2 or 3 days each. English at Straighterline will take you a while, probably like 8 or 9 days. And then College Algebra at Straighterline, you can get this done in actually 2 days. So Introduction to Sociology, Project Management, Intro to Statistics. We'll do like 2 days for sociology, and then for both of these, you're probably looking at like a week each, in my opinion. Now that I've given you timelines for this, I've tried to give you like a timeline so you can try to meet those timelines. I'm going to go over what courses are kind of useful here. So in this, obviously accounting is useful. You want to know some accounting if you're going to have any kind of business job, at least a little bit. Project management could be a little useful. But overall, and obviously knowing business law, especially if you're going to climb the ladder in supply chain, knowing business law is pretty important as well. And then principles of management. I'm not one that's really big on management classes in general. Like, I feel like management is just something you learn on the job, and it's something you have or you don't. It's not really something you learn. But this will teach you a lot of basics about management. But yes, I do believe management is just a skill you have or you don't. That's my true opinion. It's like common sense stuff. So now we're going to go to classes to complete at WGU. So transportation, logistics, and very important class, distribution. Emotional and cultural intelligence. You can actually take this at study.com if you want. However, it's a very quick course at WGU. I believe it's a 300 level course at study.com. I don't remember which course it is exactly. Business ethics, very fast course at WGU. Global supply chain management, very important, right? So very important course if you're going to work in supply chain. Value-based leadership is a filler class you can get done really fast. 21st century operations and supply chain. This course also, teaches you basically all the updated stuff currently going on in the supply chain world. Business simulation, I took this in the accounting curriculum a long time ago. It's like a medium difficulty course. I got it done in 4 days, although I was working on it like 5-6 hours a day. So I got this done in 4 days. It's like a little bicycle shop, as I've said in other videos, and then you compete against other bicycle shops. It's fun, but also annoying, and like I just kind of wanted to get through it. Like it'll be fun at first, and then it'll get like really annoying. So I would just try to do it as fast as you can. Design thinking for business sounds like a fun course. WGU spreadsheet classes, while they can be a little frustrating, they are very well put together and they teach you a lot. So the thing with WGU courses compared to other colleges, you will learn. Like you're forced to learn because you have to pass a test or an assignment, and you're really, really forced to learn. So this course is no different. You're going to actually learn a lot about spreadsheets. Almost everything I do in spreadsheets comes from WGU. Like 85% of the stuff I do in spreadsheets, I learned from Western Governors University. Managing operations, change management, I've heard is a hard course at WGU, and it might take you like 10 days. Managing operations, I don't know much about, to be honest. Exploring data and discovering data. So, understanding data in supply chain world is very crucial, right? A lot of logistics stuff, right? So especially if you're going to like climb up the ladder and do all that, you need to know data, how data works, because you have to read that data and then adjust your business to that data. So data is extremely important in supply chain. Then you got another data class here, like 4 data classes, a lot. So all very important. If you're going to work high up in supply chain, you got to know data, how to interpret data, and then like adjust the data, like adjust your decisions to that data. Quality continuous improvement. and solutions design. So you'll do 52 credits at the school, and you can get those credits done in one term if you really hustle. Okay. Like I said, if you're doing 6 hours a day on school, you can get those 52 credits done in under that 6 months and just pay for one term at WGU. Now, a lot of you, probably most of you would probably spend two terms at WGU, which would be 1 year total. So I think for maybe most of you, you'd probably enroll in the school after completing ACE credits. And all these ACE credits right here will probably take you 4 to 5 months. Let's just say 5 months on the safe side. And then you do 2 terms at WGU. That would be 17 months total with the ACE credits to your bachelor's degree, which is way faster than 4 years. Now, if you're hustling 5+ hours a day on school, you can do these ACE credits in as quick as 4 months, in my opinion, and you could do 1 term at WGU, which is 6 months. So therefore, if you started today, you have a bachelor's degree in 10 months. Yes, you can do that. I got my bachelor's degree in 1 year in computer science. So you can get this bachelor's degree in about 10 months if you really hustled. That's no joke. A lot of people have done it. Many people have completed this degree in 1 term, especially if they transferred in all these credits. So supply chain management, very good degree. You have 10% off study.com up here if you want to use that. So study.com has a couple different plans. They got the $235 plan and the $95 plan. The $95 plan would have the not social science, the general education courses. So you'd have communications 101, you'd have history 1, social science 108 should be in there as well. And there might be a few other courses too. So I would recommend starting out on the $235 plan. And that way you get the 10% discount off the $235 plan. And then you complete all the courses in that plan and then switch to the $95 plan to complete like the few other courses such as Social Science 108, US History 1, and Public Speaking. So that would be my recommendation on that. Overall, WGU is a great school that I've made a ton of videos on and I highly recommend. I've given the school a lot of free marketing. I am not affiliated with the school. I think they offer a great education and they offer a great learning experience. And WGU's focus is to get you into the workforce. They come out with degrees that are focused on giving you skills to get the jobs that you need and accelerating your career. So WGU, great school. I highly recommend them all the time to people, along with some other schools as well. But WGU is the main one I recommend. If you guys need any other guidance, any other educational resources, you can check out my website, majormash.com. You could download this supply chain transfer spreadsheet at my website. And there's also a lot of other useful tools there, like top 15 college majors, which I rank by salary, some of my personal opinion, and overall job growth. So if you guys have not decided a degree yet, right, and you're just looking for a degree to enroll in, I would highly recommend going over a lot of my videos and also some other videos and blogs, anything you could find that compares all the college majors, and find a bit of a middle ground where you do something you like and something that's profitable. You don't want to just pick your passion, as I've said in other videos, because you're going to set yourself up for financial stress. You want to pick more of a middle ground, but more towards the salary aspect, in my opinion. This debate with a lot of different people, even like my own brother, I think having less financial stress is more important than doing something like you're passionate about. Because even if you do something you're passionate about, guys, you're going to get burned out with it. That's my true feelings. Work is work, and no matter what you do, you're going to get burned out at some point, no matter what job you do. So I think everybody should aim to get a 6-figure job at some point. That is just my philosophy. Not everybody has to follow it. I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm all about money. I'm not. But I'm not saying you should do something you hate, right? That's not what I'm saying. But overall, you should weigh the salary aspect and job growth aspect more than the passion aspect. Because once again, you want to make money during your career. You want to not have all this financial stress during your career. And you don't want to put your family through financial stress either. Like so much budgeting to the point you're so stressed, you have to worry if you can spend this dollar, that dollar, this dollar. Like, you don't want to go through that. Okay. So that's my personal recommendation, is find something in the middle where it's like passion and salary, but more towards the salary aspect. Anyways, guys, if I helped you out at all, if you like this video at all, please like, subscribe, and comment. When you do one of those 3 things, YouTube sends the video to a lot more people. Okay, so I would really appreciate that, so more people can find my content. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been making these videos 1.5 years now, and you guys always mean the world to me. You guys are what keeps me going, and I like to help as many people as I can. You know, I want people to graduate college faster, and I don't want a single person in this country to be $50,000 in debt due to college. Okay, with these methods, you can graduate college in less than $10,000. So, and that's with no financial aid. With no financial aid, you can graduate less than $10,000. If you have financial aid, you could probably get one of these WGU degrees for like just a couple grand, you know? So I think everybody should explore this option, in my opinion. Go better your life. This is Alex signing out. Take care, guys.